welcome to another episode of Earning the Hate. Hey, gun people. This is some serious earning the hate. I mean, I'm really trying to work on using the F word, but this is really just so egregious and outrageous that this canine handler should be in prison. Period. And San Jose should lose their ability to have dogs. Period. This is absolute outrageous torture, freaking treasonous, and tyranny at its fullest. And these damn cops want to run around and cry and play hero, and people want to come here and tell them about how great cops are and how they're protecting and serving. This guy is a piece of shit. He's a criminal with tats. He's been in and out of prison. I don't care about him. I care about our government that avoids the rules and they can't be held accountable. And they're literally trying to kill people out there left and right, and nobody has a problem with it. This is outrageous.
Mike, just two hands, choke him off. Tell me, watch his feet, watch his feet, watch his feet. Oh! Mike, choke him with two hands, please. Go, tap.
Oh! Out freaking rageous. So, look, for y'all that don't know, I work dogs in the Air Force. I've been bit so damn many times, my medical records look like an encyclopedia. Dog jumps off the wrap, gets me in the leg, the arm. I think most of my bites have been legs and arm. I don't think I've been bitten. Maybe one time in the stomach. But when a dog bites you like this, the absolute worst thing every canine handler's taught is never pull on the dog. Because when you pull back, you rip and you do more damage. That's why these damn sadist piece of shit, criminal tyrant thugs, piece of shits in San Jose, and this handler should be in freaking prison. He was pulling this being cool. He's telling stories later that, yeah, I yanked it. Yeah, I want to do some damage. We'll show that piece of shit. This is what happens when you don't hold people with power accountable. These other cops are holding this guy's hands so he cannot defend himself and pull this dog off. Meanwhile, the handler is yanking on the dog, doing more damage. These cops are watching, and nobody reaches down and grabs the dog. This is a very easy to do. When a dog bites like this, you reach on top of his nose one hand, you put a thumb here, and you put your fingers on the other side, and you squeeze on the top of his nose. You put your other hand under his jaw, and you squeeze his lips into his mouth, and he feels that pressure on his teeth, and he will open his mouth. That's how you pull a dog off. You never pull him off by trying to choke him and do this bullshit. This is absolutely outrageous. I was so freaking pissed when I was watching this video. You have no idea what I was saying. I mean, it was just like, are you kidding me? People are going to come here and defend these damn cops. I wouldn't give a shit if every one of these cops ended up dead tomorrow. I'm not encouraging violence, but you pieces of shit deserve what you get. And I hope it comes around, because this is out freaking rageous. And if the courts and the people aren't going to stop you fucking tyrants from doing this shit, then by God, somebody has to. And when it happens, I'm going to be a happy camper and smiling. Out freaking rageous. How do we get here? So we have the ponytail police following these two cops who have their gun out. Her gun's in her holster. Didn't want to shoot him in the back. Probably made these guys feel safer. Dog's in the back. In a minute, she'll be like, oh, maybe I should get my gun out. Oh, there she goes. I want to be cool like the guys. Hope I don't break a nail.
And there could be two, because the x-ray is unknown.
Now, what they're not showing in this video is the helicopter already found the guy, and that's how they know where he's at. They don't even need the dog. The helicopter's up there and can tell them where the guy's at. But they want to use the dog to justify it. So they can say my dog got a bite. So this guy can have footage on, yeah, man, I let my dog chew on this piece of shit's neck. Yeah, that's what's going on here, people. Make a hole.
Make a hole?
Right off the bat, anytime you deploy a dog, you announce. You give the person a chance to give up. They never say police. They never say canine. They never say, show me your hands. We know you're back there. Nothing. They want to ambush this dude and get a freaking bite because it's cool to torture people that don't have guns and badges. It's fun to watch them bleed and hurt, and we get to do it because we have guns and badges, and we can't be held accountable, and we don't go to prison, and we don't lose our job. It's fun. You guys don't get it. See, I wear the uniform and badge. It's fun to torture people when nothing can happen to you. Freaking outrageous. Total freaking bullshit. Alright, so they do some searching. I'm going to bump it. I'm going to go watch the video. They do some clearing. They're not that worried. They got a helicopter, and they got 4 units there. Well, 3 units and a female. And a dog.
Right? Yeah. To the left?
Okay, so right here, when I cleared the back of houses like this, I never would have walked around this corner right here. This is, when you go around a blind corner tactically, that's unsound. The guy can be waiting there with a gun or whatever. You can't clear it. He can knock you into the pool. Not a good place. I would not have went this way. If we would have been Congo line like these guys, and these guys went straight, I would have walked to the left and went to the other side of the pool and cleared this by slicing the pie as I went around, and I came way from the back and then circled back around here. This is a bad tactical move.
Behind the bushes. Push forward. Alert, alert.
When he says alert, the dog's barking. That dog barks when he finds somebody. He heard him bark, so he knows he got the scent and he found a guy.
Good boy, abla.
Blind corner. Guns went in first. Didn't clear, didn't peek, didn't try to hold it. Really bad ambush point. Tactics-wise. All you tough San Jose cops. All you great California trained, high tactical San Jose tough shit police department. Bob used to work for these guys. He loves these guys. I think you're full of shit.
Hey, hats, poles right here, rakes.
Okay, so the dog's barking at the gray trash can. We know he's in a gray trash can because the dog keeps going to it. So, do they pull the dog back? Do they hold it at gunpoint? Do they say, put your hands up, open the door slowly? Do they do any of that? No. They turn the trash can over so the dog can bite him in the neck. This is calculated malicious conspiracy to commit attempted freaking murder. These cops ought to be in fucking prison. Outrageous.
Now, not too shade. Yep.
So this guy is so scared that he puts his gun away and he picks up a broom. When I talk about actions don't match what the reports say, they're so scared of this guy. He's such a danger. I'm going to expose myself in front with a broom with my gun in the holster. No, we were in fear of our life. We had to do this, Rick. Those police did a good job. Yeah, well, you're a fucking idiot, too, if you're defending these assholes.
Not too shade. Watch him.
Gets in front of all the guns because he's scared, because this guy's a danger. He's turning it over so the dog can bite him. This is an overt act for the dog to attack and commit attempted freaking murder. And since he couldn't do it, the other officer with his gun out, because he's really scared too and he doesn't want to get close, he reaches over and turns it over so his dog can get a bite. Outrageous. So the lid didn't come over when he turned it over, and his dog can't bite him. So I'll drag the trash can backwards so my dog can chew on this guy. Out-freaking-rageous. Still not open. They know he's in there. They could have secured the dog. They could have asked the guy. They never said, police, put your hands up, give up, you're surrender. Nothing. This is why I think all law enforcement, I said this, and I was a canine hand for over a decade, if not 2 decades. I'm telling you, law enforcement is so out of control, they have no business having dogs that bite. They are absolutely unaccountable in their guns and their killing and their shooting, and this shit just proves that we have lost our country and we have a standing damn army with no rules of engagement, just preying on people who are not a fucking threat. Outrageous.
Show your hands! Show your hands!
Show us your hands. Never said that before. Never asked him before to show his hands. Only after the dog bites him in the face and chews him on the neck. Now, for you freaking pussy-ass cops who are going to come here and defend me, I know the guy's a piece of shit. I know he's been out of prison. I know he got tats all over his neck. I know he's a no-good piece of shit. That's not the point, you freaking tyrants. The point is, you swore an oath. You're supposed to defend and protect the Constitution and not abuse the citizens that you were hired to protect, you pieces of shit.
Hands! Hands! Do not fight the dog! I'm gonna come get him. Coming to your right.
Don't fight the dog!
Do not fight the dog!
Don't fight the dog. Really? The dog is chewing on your neck. And these cops, with their freaking 2 brain cells, rub together a comment, don't fight the dog. Really? You freaking pussies. If a dog bit one of them, a fucking chihuahua can just fart and they thought it was growling and they shoot it 14 times. All these pussies shoot dogs left and right. But when a dog's on your neck, if you grab the dog, suddenly you're the bad guy. You fucking cops, I swear to God, man, cops are just getting... This shit right here is why good people hate cops too. See, it used to be just bad people hated cops. Now good people hate cops. And I wish more good people hated them. Because you motherfuckers deserve what's coming down the pike.
I got the dog, Kyle. Stay on his head. Let go of the dog! Stop fighting.
Let go of the dog. He's biting the guy on the neck and chewed his face. This asshole is pulling on the dog, not controlling the mouth, not reaching down and opening the mouth before he pulls. He is ripping and tearing. This piece of shit needs to be under the prison. I don't know who this piece of shit is, but you guys feel free to contact him, and he's feel free to come on the channel or to contact me, because you're a fucking pussy.
Stop fighting the
Might get him
dog!
off. Might get him off. Stop him off. Out! Mike, Kyle, grab that hand. I got it. Out! Leg, stop fighting the dog. Stop fighting. Out!
Stop fighting the dog. You have cops holding his arms. He's on his back being choked and bitten by a dog in his windpipe. Can't breathe. Can't talk. And this guy's pulling on it, and they're holding his hands. And people are going to come here to him, Rick, why do you hate cops? Why are you so hard on cops? It's a tough job. They're all heroes. I'm so fucking... That dog don't hunt anymore, you idiots who are saying it.
Drop him, Mike. Just 2 hands.
Are
Choke
you
him off.
freaking kidding
Tell me,
me?
watch his feet. Watch his feet.
Holding his hands. He can't even... This is torture. This is absolute federal law torture. They are torturing this unarmed guy. Out freaking
Watch
rageous.
his feet. Oh! Mike, 2 hands, please.
Unbelievable. He's not even reaching down to open the dog's jaws. Out freaking rageous.
Stop fighting. Stop fighting.
Stop fighting.
Stop fighting.
Really? Really? Stop fighting? 1, 2, 3, 4 cops, a helicopter, and a dog on his throat. They're holding his arms. He can barely breathe. And they're saying, stop fighting. All you people who are defending these cops and want to come here and tell me I hate cops, you're the freaking problem. All you cops who are watching this shit and not stopping it, you're the problem. I don't want to hear some good cop got shot in the head and he was a really good cop. I don't give a shit. You good cops are allowing this shit and you think it's cool? Fuck you too. How about that?
Stop fighting. Back up, back up, back up. You guys grab that other hand, please. Mike, straight back, straight back.
Stop fighting!
Right?
Stop fighting!
Stop fighting. Are you kidding me? Not one of these people had one bit of empathy in saying, this is out of control. This is uncalled for. We're supposed to be the good guys. This is earning the Hate Hall of Fame shit here. This video really pissed me off. I hope somebody burns up the email address of every senator or representative that works in San Jose, and they go after these cops federally and put their ass in prison for fucking years, because I will be sending them a letter saying, ha, 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 you piece of shit, you deserve to be there. Outrageous, earning the hate. Here's a little more information they're putting out on the news on this.
The police department that has the highest number of dog bite cases in the Bay Area. A warning here to
Highest number of dog bites.
viewers, some may find these images disturbing.
Jesus, Jesus.
Okay, so they're painting this guy out to be a good guy. He sings all the time in between getting tattoos and doing prison time. He was a good singer. I never said I was defending this guy.
Anthony Paredes loved to sing everywhere he went.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're in my life, Jesus.
Somebody tell me if this is a good singer. I don't know if he's a good singer or not.
Oh.
He just sings. I mean, that's just what he does. He was born to sing.
But that golden voice was forever damaged when his throat
Well, how do we know the tattoos that were tattooed in his neck damaged his voice? Never mind, I digress. Here we go.
was mangled 2 years ago by a San Jose police canine.
Notice it took 2 years to get out, people. That this is your government being transparent.
Paredes had threatened a grocery store worker during a theft and was hiding in a trash bin when police deployed the dog. A warning, the footage you're about to see is graphic.
First thing I've ever saw in my life, really. It was terrible.
Paredes wouldn't go on camera for our story, but his aunt, Letitia Salazar, helped raise him.
He probably didn't want to go on because his lawyer told him not to give a statement because they're in the middle of a lawsuit, my guess.
She said he's been like a son to her.
He's been like a son. I trained him to steal and help his girlfriend steal. Just like my own son. I would teach him to steal too and get tattoos and go in and out of prison because he was born to sing. People, I'm not defending these people. There's bad people out there and they deserve to be arrested and taken into custody. But government should not be out there torturing citizens before a trial and due process.
He lost something. I can't say he lost that something special because he's still special, but he lost that little kick, that happy-go-lucky.
Oh, he's got a little kid. Oh, kid looks like he's being fed in between buying all his tattoos. Whatever, I digress.
Guy that he was.
That shocking video is now at the center of a legal dispute between Paredes and the police department. And whether it crossed the line is now what's being disputed.
Whether it crossed the line. Can anybody watch this video and say it didn't cross the line? I mean, you'd have to be a special kind of idiot to think that that's okay.
Anthony's life had no value, and they treated him like garbage, and he almost died.
He could have given up right away, but he didn't opt to do that.
It began the night of February 7th, 2020. Paredes' girlfriend stole 2 pricey bottles of tequila from this Safeway.
Oh, he took a couple tequila. He wanted to go sing to Jesus with some tequila. They ruined his night.
On Berryessa Road in San Jose. A police report of the incident obtained by KTVU details Paredes running up and threatening a worker who tried.
So it says right here that he threatened to cut the victim. So when he says cut, they don't even say if he had a knife or not. They end up charging him for having a set of brass knuckles. He pled to having brass knuckles and got 2 years in prison.
Tried to stop the woman before the two escaped. A police chopper found Paredes, who had a history of brushes with the law.
Brushes with the law. Really? That's what we call it? Been to prison multiple times? Ran from the cops they knew who he was? Really?
Hiding in the surrounding neighborhood.
Yeah, we got him.
Officers on foot approached him hiding in a trash bin. When they tipped it over,
People who were sworn to protect him stood by and did nothing.
Bay Area civil rights attorney Isaac Schweiger is suing the city and its police department, saying Paredes didn't pose a threat to officers.
See, when everybody says it's a suit and they're suing, people go, yeah, man, they should have to pay. People, the problem is the cops don't pay. The police department doesn't lose any budget money. The only people that lose are the taxpayers that continue to support these tyrannical asshole cops. I don't know what it's going to take for people to wake up. Cops are not your friends. They're not heroes. They are out of control bullies with guns and badges and authority and no accountability. All right? We'll end that there.